Welcome into another edition of the Gator Nation Football Podcast Film Review. I'm your host, James D. Virgilio, and on this episode, we'll be looking at Florida's defense versus Vanderbilt's offense. On the podcast last week, we mentioned that Vanderbilt's offense would be a step up from South Carolina's and Texas A&M's. Of course, South Carolina had an absolute explosion on offense versus Tennessee, but numbers-wise, entering into this game, Vanderbilt's offense was, in fact, better. We'll take a look on film and see what was good, bad, and then we'll cover everything in between. As always, if you like this content, sub to this channel, follow us on social media, drop us a dono on Patreon to support our efforts to bring you this type of content, and check out our podcast each and every Monday where we bring you in-depth analysis on the Florida Gators. All right, let's look at the first third down of the game. 20 stops in a row for Florida entering into this football game. And now Vanderbilt facing a 3rd down and 10. Not a good third down team themselves, but again, Vanderbilt a competent offense. I think a lot of people were sleeping on this Vanderbilt team. Clark Lee has them playing well. They obviously beat Kentucky the week before. Kentucky beat Florida in the swamp. Yes, it was ages ago. However, they still did it. Vanderbilt a formidable opponent here. Much more so, again, than I think a lot of people thought. But on 3rd down and 10, Florida comes out playing man defense, something you all know I like, especially versus teams that you should be overpowering, bringing the free man on a blitz here, bringing a pressure. And then this ball is going to be very errant by Mike Wright off the mark, and Florida gets off the field for 21 stops in a row. 3rd and 4 for Vandy. Again, this Vandy team does not have an obvious weakness on offense. That might surprise a lot of you, but here I have questions. And I don't like when I see this. We hadn't really been seeing this too significantly in the past few weeks, but what are we doing here? 3rd down and 4. Good. Cover one man. Not good. This is way too much cushion. On top of that, why are we backing up? If you're a DB and you're watching this and you're giving a receiver cushion, you cannot back up. Why can we not back up? Those of you who watch this channel each week already know the answer, and you're saying it because if we're going to run a quick game route in the first 3 or so yards, for example, a slant, we want to stay right here so we can drive down on it and break this up. When you back up, and now there comes your quick game route, you are too far away. This is the easiest throw ever for a quarterback. You love this throw, the slant route, simple throw, comfortable throw, confident throw, and you are going to get there too late. You should be hitting him right now. If you can't hit him right now, you are too far back, you are too soft. That's a 1st down for Vandy. 2nd and 9, Florida have been doing a great job with the edge defense here recently. Not going to do a great job here on this particular play. Princely's going to come too far inside. Bernie's scraping across the outside. Bernie needs to be outside shoulder of him, and Princely needs to be in this gap. That would be perfect defense. That's not going to happen. Bernie's going to be a little underneath it. Princely is way underneath it. We're off to the races to the outside for a big and easy gain on 2nd down and 9 for a 1st down. 4th down and 4. Florida, again, going to blow this motion. Simple motion here. Jaden Hill is here. Motion across. Typically, your safety is going to come down and handle this. Go to cover 1. If you want to stay too high, you can. They can stay in a too high shell here. You can play cover 4. You can play cover 2. You can do a lot of things with this. What you can't do, however, on 4th down and 4, 4th down and 4 is bring a simulated pressure. You're actually going to bring pressure here with 5. Here's real pressure with 5 and not cover at all the slot receiver on the right side for a right-handed quarterback. This is the easiest throw a right-handed quarterback can make. We saw them convert on 3rd down and 4. Now it's 4th down and 4, and the same thing essentially is going to happen. Now we can assume potentially that Bernie is supposed to be bubbling to this. We could assume that Torrance again is supposed to be coming down on this, but we can't know, and I don't know. I can't tell you. All I can tell you is there's no way the design on this play is supposed to be leading to this. One of the easiest throws for the quarterback. Secondarily, a funny stat about Vanderbilt we mentioned on the podcast coming into this game is they do some of their best work versus pressure. Florida bringing 5. Vanderbilt does a really good job with this, and right here they get you. Pre-snap motion, wide open receiver. Easy conversion, does not get touched until he's 10 yards down the field, but Florida has a 21-stop streak going. They don't want it to stop now. There's Ventrell Miller, breakdown, lean in, punch. Look at this punch. Boom. Left jab right to the ball, right here. Wow. Excellent technique. Ball's out. Jaden Hill gets it. 22 stops in a row. Not pretty. 2 plays on 3rd and 4 and 4th and 4 that I absolutely did not like for a million reasons, but I liked Ventrell Miller right here, playing excellent yet again and picking up the 22nd stop in a row for Florida. We mentioned versus South Carolina that Florida and Patrick Toney had a great game plan. They had great play calling. They were reading the mail of South Carolina. Well, in this case, not so much. Bad play call here by Florida. Florida is loading up to stop the run in this area, and Vanderbilt is running an outside gap run here. Really nice design by Vanderbilt. They're going to pull their left guard, their right guard, and their right tackle across the formation so they can essentially run this to the outside. It works for the desired effect. Florida's committed here, here, and here. All to the inside. They get the numbers game here. Nice 2-on-2 move. Seal it here. Really, really nice play from Vanderbilt. Great stuff. And he's not touched until he is a good 25 yards down the field for a huge gain. Florida up 3-0, but Vanderbilt driving again. 3rd and 8, Florida going for their 23rd stop in a row. Florida going to play some zone right here. Simulated pressure, sim pressure. Rylan Powell, who's done a great job taking over for Brenton Cox, going to drop back here in the middle linebacker spot. Florida going to bring some pressure, going to cover everything up really nicely with zone. Princely going to stay back here nicely, making sure he can come help. Rylan Powell then going to play the Mike linebacker here. Ventrell Miller has to stay with this, which he does. Really good stuff. And there comes Rylan Powell playing Mike linebacker right there with a huge stop on 3rd down and 8. That's going to be 20. Oh, wait, not 23. We got a flag. Now I'm not going to show you exactly what happens on the screen. All of you already saw this. Too painful to see again. But down here on the bottom right here, here's Princely. Princely gets pushed down. He gets pushed down right here. He's on the ground, gets pushed down. Perfectly legal, by the way. Totally fine. They get into it a little bit here, and then Princely is going to basically run and shove him, and that is going to cause a flag to be thrown. And that flag is going to take back Florida's 23rd stop, give an automatic 1st down to Vanderbilt. Obviously, a lack of discipline there from Princely. There is no reason to shove a guy back and give a team an automatic 1st down on any circumstance. I don't care what he says. I don't care what's exchanged. You are trying to win the football game. Let that go. Have words with him after the game. Talk to your coach about it. Next play when you're on defense, make them feel it and pay for it, but you cannot under any circumstance give up an automatic 1st down because you lose control of your temper because the guy pushed you. That's really unfortunate for this unit here. And they are still on the field. New set of downs for Vanderbilt. Florida shakes off the Princely call and is still trying to get their 23rd stop in a row. Florida now going to play some man defense. Little man D. Get a little switch here. Nice little play design by Florida. Little switch there. Still playing man, but they get a switch there. Right? Ventrell gets beat here. 3rd down and 12. No big deal because we've got Rylan Powell making moves back here. Look at this right here. Powell just speed rush to the outside. Right? Attempts to get held. Is getting held. Breaks free. Makes the tackle. We're vibing. He's putting good stuff on film, but then this yellow hanky's on the field and not again. Yep. That's the body language of, again. He knew it, of course. I think he popped up, tried to celebrate to make it look good, try to sell it. Unfortunately, grabbed the face mask, and that's all she wrote. Stop 23 is once again fizzled out. Tried to write the 3, can't write the 3. Vanderbilt back in business. No worries. 3rd down and 6 here. Florida can still get the stop. Here is Trey Dean, a guy who has played much better in the past couple of games. Unfortunately, is going to show up on this film doing something we've seen him do before. He is the edge defender. His job here is to be on the edge, responsible for the edge, and Florida is going to bottle this up, right? This play is absolutely bottled up. Bernie's going to fill this gap. Trey Dean, just do your job and wait in case he tries to bounce this out. Wait. There's Bernie still waiting. Notice how Bernie is still waiting. Wait. Keep waiting, and Trey Dean decides he needs to make a tackle. He's going to fly in here right now. Here he comes, flying in inside Rylan Powell. Rylan Powell setting up the edge on the outside. Powell then tries to push off. and is right here to make this play. Can't do it. Yep, right here. Right here. Can't do it. Frustrated himself. First down, Vanderbilt. Now, I can't say for sure. I cannot say for sure whether Florida wanted trading rather to shoot this inside gap, right? Okay. But I'm going to tell you, when I see this on film, this is not right. You do not want two guys flowing through the same hole in this situation, given how this play is developing. It's just not what you want. Therefore, I lead to believe he should be here. He should be here. He's holding here. Regardless, I can't say that for sure. I cannot. What I can say for sure is that trading goes inside. Bernie's here. We have Ryland Powell on the outside who is trying to hold the edge, who could make this tackle, who pushes off and just loses a one-on-one foot race. Either way, they're down at 6, becomes the first down for Vanderbilt, and they survive yet again. 2 of them by penalty, 1 here, which they've earned, although Florida was right there on that play and just could not make the stop. 3rd down and goal for Vandy. The 4th third down of this series. Florida going to try to make the stop here. Bring in pressure with 6. Ryland Powell, nasty spin move early. He's free coming in for a hit on Mike Wright. And right now, this all looks pretty good. 3rd and goal. We're fine here. Locked up. Safety here. Locked up. This looks like a win. Unfortunately, this is going to be a nasty pivot route right here. Jaden Hill thinks, based upon what he sees here, this ball's coming out here. I'm sorry. Perkins. Sorry, Perkins. Not Jaden Hill. Perkins. This is Jaden Hill. This is Perkins. Perkins thinks the ball's coming out here. Ball's not coming out there. Perfectly timed pivot route. Wham. Right back to the inside. And look at this. Mike Wright throws this ball right here, just as he's about to get hit, just as the receiver is turning. I mean, this is an excellent play. Ball comes out, absolute dime, great catch, into the end zone, touchdown. And sometimes a good football play is made. You know, if you're Perkins, this looks like an out route, right? You see this look, you're feeling pretty good, you're on the out route. You should not sell out for that, by the way. It's 3rd down and goal. If he catches this, you are tackling him, you're okay. And that's where Perkins goes wrong. Perkins should not be overplaying this out route here. That's not going anywhere. And because he's overzealous, he loses this. Now, Perkins generally a very good man-to-man defender. This is a good route, but again, situational football. If a guy wants to run a quick game, 2-yard route here, that's not going to get it done, right? Be a little bit more aware that it's likely going to be, watch what happens here, double move, right? Double move there, which also we get beat by. Young and experienced guy here in Kamari. Watch what he does. Again, 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. If he catches this, do you care? No, you don't. You tackle him. Comes in, eats like a cookie, has to hold. So he's also beat. Beat and beat. Florida bringing max pressure here. Nice throw. Nice touchdown by Vandy. But the story of this drive was not this play. Plays like these will happen, right? Obviously, the penalties that gave Vanderbilt first down, especially the penalty by Princely, that was a mental error, really hurts, and Vanderbilt goes up 7-3. 2nd and 3, Florida is going to outright blow a coverage here, completely blow a coverage. Thankfully, Vanderbilt does not make them pay for it, but there is some serious confusion here. We have Kamari Wilson on a blitz. We have Trading dropping back to safety. And we have nobody covering this post route. And I mean absolutely nobody. We're going to leave this here, and nobody is on him. No one is on the screen. You're not going to see it, but no one is ever on the screen. He is not looking there. He's looking down here, and we're thankful for that. On top of that, we get Boone, who supplies some pressure here, gets him off the spot. Right now, he actually does see it, but it's too late. It's going to wind up for a second. No chance. Then he decides to throw the ball away. But wide open. I mean, you can't even see him on your screen right now, actually. But he is completely open. Here he is. But he's completely open in the middle of the field. And now here's the all-22. They're going to show it to you. Thank you. 1 all-22 shot. And there's your blown coverage. Right? Easy touchdown. Safety rotating away. Florida absolutely blows this. This is Trevez. Trevez is coming out here into the flat, covering essentially nobody. And we've got issues. So, blown coverage here from Florida. This is when you are just begging for the football. Does not see him. Florida dodges a bullet. And on second down, this goes for an incomplete pass. 3rd and 3. Now, this is going to be one of the best plays, in my opinion, of Kamari Wilson's young career. I've been imploring Florida safeties to be coming downhill on some of these designs by Tony. We've seen them before, and we have not gotten the timing right. We've been too late. Well, Florida nails the timing on this one. Kamari comes down. We open up to the outside. We bait this slant route right here, something we know they want. They've already hit Florida with it twice. And Vanderbilt's going to oblige, throwing this ball right into Kamari Wilson's hands. This should be a pick 6, right? Something you dream of right here. Catch this ball. You are there. Pick 6. Instead, drops it. Most unfortunate. Great play call by Tony. Nice execution by Kamari. Unfortunately, just doesn't come up with the catch. 3rd and 14. Florida's going to play zone defense. Bring some pressure again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here comes a blitz. Right here from Jaden Hill. Corner blitz. Powell again is home. Look at Powell. Absolute menace. Killing this right tackle. Gets through. Is there. Can't quite make the sack. Ball's thrown away. And that's going to be a stop for Florida, right? Wrong. Flag on the field. What's this flag for? Didn't seem like anything was going on here. We got holding on Florida on Bernie. Here's the All-22 camera they're going to oblige us with. And here, in fact, is where the call occurs. 3rd down. There it is. To me, pretty soft call here. I mean, you're allowed to make contact in college football. It's not the NFL. You can make contact on these routes. There's the contact. Maybe a slight hold, but look what's going on back here. Right. This is not a call that should be made, in my opinion. And here is the offending referee. I want you to watch something on this play as we roll out to the right here. This referee has not thrown a flag yet. Still has not thrown his flag. He's not even reaching for his flag. Ball gets thrown away. Ball is now obviously thrown away. He's now going to reach in his pocket for his flag. And as the screen goes off, he's reaching right now. You can see him just now reach into his pocket and then throw this flag. Here is what Bernie and Vanderbilt's tight end are doing. They are standing still on the middle of the field, and just a second and a half before, this referee is not reaching for his flag. He's watching where this ball goes. Ball's incomplete. He then decides he should throw a flag. That's Bush League. That is some trash. That is a terrible call, and I certainly hope the referees will see that. I know they analyze themselves each week on film as well. There'll be something done about that on his record as a referee in general as a terrible call, because that is a terrible call. That's going to give Vanderbilt yet another 1st down on 3rd down from a penalty. 3rd and 8, and it seems that every single week we see this on film from Florida, and it is frustrating. Here's Jaden Hill, and here comes a dig route. I don't know why Florida defends this the way they defend it, but it is driving me crazy because of what we're giving up on film each and every week. It's 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8, right? If you are, here you go, there it is. Like, we keep seeing this. I don't understand when Florida's playing zone what they are choosing to do. Like, once a man is in your zone, nice job here, engage him, right? Your job is not just to not allow a touchdown on this play. Your job is to literally, once you see him declare a dig, get in here and ride on that route. Separate him from the ball. Be close. He's not close. Catch, take a step, then tackled. That's going to wind up being a 1st down for Vanderbilt on 3rd down and 8. A recurring piece of frustration for that style of defense from Florida, which is just too soft when Florida's playing zone and teams are running digs or comeback routes or hitches versus them. Ventrell Miller, yet again, had a really nice game for Florida. Of course, probably Florida's most consistent player on defense. His weaknesses are his weaknesses, but his strengths are also his strengths. He reads this play perfectly, shoots the gap here, has a chance to make a really nice tackle on the running back. Good move to stop. And then we just don't have help behind. One thing that frustrates me about Florida on film, right here you can see that Bernie is jogging on this play. He's the backside defender. He's unblocked. Take a look. He starts to slow up. He sees Ventrell Miller right here, and he slows himself up. Look how slow he's going. Still slow all the way there. If Bernie is coming on this play like he means it, right? If he is sprinting across this formation here, he is going to get him. He is going to be there. He's not, though. Sort of jogging. It's not me. That's fine. First down, Vanderbilt. This is the weakest part of Ventrell's game, is covering. Just something that I think is really going to hurt him if he's able to play at the next level at all. I think this is why he's not going to be able to play at the next level. I certainly hope he does. Hope he proves me wrong, but I think his pass coverage skills are going to really hurt him. Here he's one-on-one. Going to just get beat too easily to the inside. This is too easy, right? Just open up the hips. Bingo. Touchdown. Too simple. Ventrell's upset with the referee. Right here. Why? Because he thinks he got pushed. Perhaps he does have some contact right here on this route, but the reality is the way that Ventrell is running here, facing this way, and then turning, reaching his arm in here, he has no chance of stopping this at all. Let's assume that he's a better route runner. He's going to make this move here no matter what. That's going to be a touchdown as it stands. Touchdown Vanderbilt, and they go up surprisingly on Florida in the third quarter, 20-12. After Florida's turnover, Vanderbilt back in business, now up 21-12, looking to put Florida in a deep, deep hole right off the bat. Princely is going to get blown out of the play, which is going to be really crucial for this play because Vanderbilt's rolling out to the right. Now, Princely is so far away, he cannot apply any pressure. Meanwhile, Florida's defense is actually really, really good here. He's dead, coverage over top with Kamari. Things are looking pretty nice, and then Wright's going to make a look here to this to this receiver coming across like this, which Trey Dean actually has really nice coverage on. Then Kamari, who's the free defender, is going to come back here and try to help that as the underneath defender, thinking that's where the ball's going. Again, the problem here is Princely got so washed out of the play, there's no one putting pressure on, and now we're going to take this drag route that's not there and turn it into a wheel route, which is a very smart play by the tight end right there. And then he's going to see him. Right now he sees he's opening up. Okay, he's wide open. Line of scrimmage is right here. I got plenty of time. Let's drop this ball in there. There's line of scrimmage. Here's me throwing. Wide open. Again, Kamari locks this up in case he tried to go here. He locks that up. Nice idea. Rolls around, catches it. There's Trey Dean. Gets taken for a ride. Kamari whiffs on the hit. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. So a lot about that was actually really good by Florida's defense, but Princely getting blown out of the play led to no real pressure. Kamari stuck in a tight spot, chose to go back to the deeper route, which gave up a nice ad-libbed route there for the Vanderbilt touchdown, and shockingly, it is about to be 28-12, Vanderbilt in the lead. 3rd and 3, Florida was 6 men in the box. Vandy going to slide here into a 3-receiver set, and a really nice job is going to be done by Dexter. Zone read. Dexter is staying out here the entire time. Split zone right here from Vanderbilt, something we've seen Florida do. He's not actually going to block. He's going to try to get out here, run a route, kind of get in the way, but run a route. And now it's up to Dexter, who's waiting right here for this to come to him. He reroutes this play to the inside, which then allows help to come, and down goes Vanderbilt. Again, this is a great play by Dexter right here. I think he projects as a defensive tackle at the next level, not a defensive end like you see him here right now, but a really great job recognizing what's coming, doing his job, staying to the outside right here, getting through the traffic, and then funneling right to nowhere. 3rd down and 3. Florida gets a stop on this one. Very, very nice. Gets out the field, trying to keep Florida in the game at 28-12. 3rd and 5 for Vandy. Florida really should be on this play, but Ryan Powell, for a moment here, is going to lose discipline. He had not been doing this at all, but he's going to go extra hard to the outside, and essentially Vanderbilt takes him right out of the play, right? This is what they wanted him to do. If he just stays home here on 3rd and 5, recognizing they could run or pass, he has to honor this run fake. If he just stays in his gap for a second to see what's happening, we're just fine here. He's going to wind up getting a tackle from Bernie. Instead, he takes himself out of the play. Bernie comes through here, can't quite make it through that A-gap in time, and out the back door goes Vanderbilt for a first down on 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4, no Ventrell Miller in the game due to a targeting penalty, and teams are going to become very bold running the football, despite the fact that Florida does have 7 defenders in the box and is playing aggressive with an 8th one right here. Florida is expecting run. They're ready for run. They have a very good play call on with the scrape exchange. They just need to make a tackle, and we just do not have it, right? Here is, of course, a guy who just struggles to play downhill linebacker versus the run, no matter how experienced he is, and that's Bernie. And you can see him right here. Scrape exchange comes across. No one is blocking him. No one is blocking him. Boom. Does not make a tackle there. 3rd and 4 becomes 1st down Vanderbilt. Sometimes coaches just greatly overthink what they should be doing. After the current drive having 7 rushes and 0 passes and multiple first downs, 6:45 left, and you're up 28-18, or sorry, 31-18 is what it's going to be soon, but 28-18 now. And this is what you choose to do? You choose to throw the football? Florida can't stop you. Don't throw the football. Perfect defense by Jason Marshall, by the way. I mean, this is textbook stuff. Push him outside the numbers. The sideline is your friend. Get into his chest. Open up the hips. Turn. Play the ball. Pick. I mean, that's a highlight film for him. That's a clinic. That is a teaching clinic at a football camp by Jason Marshall right there. We can spend a whole day talking about how to cover the outside go route of the fade. That's how you do it. Again, coaching clinic by Jason Marshall. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Securing the pick, staying in bounds, setting up Florida with still a chance to come back. 3rd and 8 now for Vandy. These 80 penalty yards for Florida have been so costly. Florida going to get here in the box with 7 plus an 8th if they want one and need one. Going to bring a blitz right here from Miguel Mitchell, the nickel. And this looks like there's a nice gap here for Vanderbilt, kind of getting what they want. Nice little gap there. And then Dexter's going to win his battle one-on-one to come close that gap and take that play away on 3rd and 8. Florida gets to stop keeping themselves in the football game, making it a 31-18 game. Vandy, 7 of 12 on 3rd down. Of course, several of those came from penalty. That number would have been a lot different without the penalties. In fact, I think the entire game would have been very different without those penalties. They changed the complexion of the game entirely. Florida here loading up the box, bringing a bunch of defenders here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the box on 3rd and 9. These 2 guys are available, of course. Not technically in there. Toss play, set the edge. Take a look at what we get here. Toss play, interior defender, right? Set the edge, go make a tackle. Set the edge out here. Let these guys come help. Go here to the outside. Nice looking stuff from Florida. Then an instant stick and a put down there by Bernie. Very, very nice on 3rd down and 9. Florida gets off the field again, allowing one more shot for Florida's offense, where unfortunately they would fall short. So on this film review, Florida's defense, a mixed bag. There was a lot of stuff they did well in this game, but we saw some of their bad habits creep in from previous games, some things that just weren't great. But all in all, Florida had a rather normal game on defense, right? This was well within the range of what Florida could have put on defense against this Vanderbilt team. This was not unexpected per se. It certainly, I don't think, was enough to cause Florida the loss. Obviously, Vanderbilt scoring on a muffed punt by Florida for a touchdown, several penalty-laden 3rd downs there, short field turnover by Florida twice. So in reality, Florida's defense was up to the task in this game. I think Florida's defense was good enough to win. This was not the storyline of the game. The storyline was the offense. It was the muffed punt, and that largely led far more to the loss than this defense. At any rate, that's all I've got for you for this game. This was the last snap that Vanderbilt took. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a loss, and so it's hard to enjoy videos during a loss, but of course the goal of film review is to chart Florida's hopeful progress, and if there's not progress, we'll talk about it, as well as the individual players themselves. This was the Gator Nation Football Podcast Film Review, and I am your host, James D. Virgilio. I will be back with you next week after the Florida State game. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.